Hello you guys, welcome back to Bookmas. I think this is actually my last like vlog of the year. I mean, not like video, but like days in my life type of vlog. And I personally love watching vlogs. I love filming vlogs. I just feel like they're so fun to look back on, and I feel like it's just kind of weird that it's the last one of the year. I just finished getting ready. As you guys saw, I think I have like a few other things to do. I think I want to put on like a lip, but I did my hair today, and honestly my hair has been quite a journey just over the past few weeks that I've had this haircut. And I think I've already figured out my favorite way to style it, which is with like the wavy top brush that was all over TikTok. But I think I like perfected it today, honestly, because I want to be able to like move my hair from like side to side, because I think it just looks like really cute and it's really fun to play with. This kind of looks crazy. Sorry, my camera battery died. But like I was saying, I really like to be able to like flip it from side to side, and it kind of just, well, maybe more like this. I don't know. I just want it to be like more like floofy and stuff like that. And I feel like because I have shorter layers in my hair, it's just easier to do like the round brush and kind of like just add more shape to it without doing like really defined curls or anything like that. I have gotten so many comments because I've asked you guys like what you would recommend for short hair and how to style it and all that kind of stuff. I've watched so many tutorials that you guys have recommended or that I've found on like TikTok and Instagram. And I swear I've tried like the waving, I've tried like curling it, I've tried with a bigger curling iron, I tried curling with a straightener, and maybe I just need to like try all those again and like have a little trial and error moment. But let me just say, this has not done me wrong since the beginning. So I think this is just the way it's meant to be. And I love the way it looks. And honestly, I feel like my hair air dries very nicely, but when I air dry it, it kind of like all just like flips out, which I think is cute, don't get me wrong, but like a little bit of heat and this is what it can look like. It's giving like rich mom vibes. Like that's the vibe I want to give. That's the vibe the bob is giving. I will say though, I don't know if I'm gonna keep the bangs. I might grow them out if I keep the short hair for a while, just because of the fact that it's harder to like flip my hair and make it look nice, because like the bangs just do stand out. And honestly, like I have to style my bangs with heat every single day, and I don't want to have to do that because sometimes I will go without heat styling my hair in between washes. And I feel like most of the time whenever my bangs air dry, like they look great and fine like on the first day, but then as we keep going, like they just don't look good, and I feel like my hair just doesn't last as long until the next wash either if I just let it air dry. And if I have to do this like once or twice a week, like that just does not take long at all. Like I'm not complaining. I think this is so cute and it makes me like my short hair way more. Like I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm actually so sorry about the lighting. The lighting in here is so bad, but I finished up all my editing for the day and I am now at my parents' house. Let me just say, they live like 10 minutes away from me, but it's like a separate town, and it's just got these like small town vibes. Like they still put up Christmas decorations here and like Christmas lights and all of that kind of stuff, which is just so cute and sweet. And I feel like you don't really see that a lot anymore. Like where Luke and I live, we obviously live in an apartment building, but even the houses near us don't really have Christmas lights. So like just driving in and seeing all the Christmas lights and stuff, it just like warmed my heart a little bit. It was just so cute and sweet. But I'm here because we're gonna be doing some holiday baking, which my family and I do every single year. It's mainly just me and my mom and my grandma. We just do a lot of baking for all the people in our life and give them their little Christmas baked goods every year. Just like a thank you and a way to show appreciation for them, and it has always just been one of my favorite holiday traditions. So I'm really excited. This is night 1 of baking. Tomorrow we're doing night 2. And yeah, like I already said, I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and go inside and get to baking. besties. I woke up, I've been editing and doing a little bit of work stuff, but it is Saturday, so I'm trying not to do too much work right now, even though I am doing bookmas. I feel like I've been talking about work a lot recently just because there is like so much to do. So I'm gonna try not to talk about that too much. I was working this morning. Let's leave it at that. Anyways, I took a shower and I still have to do a little bit of stuff to get ready. If you can't tell right here, I have been obsessed with putting on eye patches. I'll be honest, don't even know if they do anything. Do they make me feel really cool? Yeah, so you know what, maybe they do something. And you know, that is enough for me. I had a lot of fun baking last night. It was just me, my mom, and my grandma last night, and Luke is gonna join us today to decorate some cookies and just to help out with some other things. Last night we did half of our stuff, so we did scotcheroos, which are like chocolate covered Rice Krispie treats. You saw us do the pretzels, you saw me do the sugar cookies and their dough, and then my mom and my grandma also made fudge, which I don't think I filmed anything of, and then we were also doing those little chocolate covered peanut clumps too. And then tonight we're gonna be baking off tons of different types of cookies. I think we're doing like peanut butter blossoms, snickerdoodles. We're also making Chex Mix, and then we're also doing the Christmas cookie decorating like I've been talking about, which I'm really excited about. I will be honest, I'm very happy and excited about the fact that we baked off a lot less Christmas cookies than we did last year, because we don't normally like send those out to people. We just kind of keep them at my parents' house, and then like Luke and I will take some, but normally we end up with way too many, and it takes hours to decorate. So I'm really glad we won't be spending like hours decorating tonight, even though it is really fun. There's only just so much decorating that a girl can take. But yeah, we're gonna be going back and doing some more decorating tonight. I think Luke and I are gonna head out for a little bit, go to a coffee shop, maybe get a little bit of lunch too. I've honestly been thinking about maybe like crocheting a few gifts for some people this year, so maybe we'll stop at like Michael's or Joann's or something to go pick up some of that stuff. Honestly, I only have one little yarn ball, and talk about it. I like absolutely totally messed it up. Like I don't even know what I did, and like I was on a brand new project and it just looks so bad, and like I can't like get enough yarn out, and then it's all knotted. It's just an absolute mess. If you have any tips for that, please do let me know, because I do love crocheting. It's one of my favorite things to do while I'm listening to an audiobook. That, coloring, and doing my reading journal are my absolute favorites. So maybe we'll pick up some of those, and who knows, we might stop by the bookstore. We'll have to see. Okay, we got a classic. We got a little bit of chai with honey. Let's see how it tastes today. Really good. We'll say the honey is all the way at the bottom this time. Like it's not melted like last time, but it's okay. Still tastes good. Still delicious. For lunch, little ham and cheese croissant. ASMR moment. Flaky buttery goodness. Let's do a taste test. I love these. These are always so good here. 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5. How was your croissant?
It was good.
Period. What would you rate it?
7.5.
Lovely. Also got a little sweet treat today. Got a little M&M monster cookie. Let's try it. A little bit chewier than I thought it would be. I'll be honest, like peanut butter chocolate flavor duo, gonna do it for me every single time. From our little lunch coffee date excursion. We also looked around a little bit just to see what all they had, just thinking about like Christmas gifts for some of our family and friends. And as you guys all know, because I've vlogged there several times before, they have jelly cats there. Most of the time I do not leave with one. I currently only have 2, which obviously is more than you would ever want or honestly need, because they are just stuffed animals. But I think they're very cute, and I got one today. I'm very happy with my purchase. I've never seen this one. I feel like it was a little reward for doing bookmas, kind of like a early Christmas gift to myself as well. Let me show you. They are literally so stinking cute. I got the little bear. Is this not the most cutest thing ever? Please leave name suggestions down below. I have been wanting the bunny for so long, but I can never find it in the store that they sell them at, like actually in our town, and I like buying them in person. It's more of like a event that way. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like whenever you go to the bookstore and
you buy a book. It just feels better than going home and like opening the book up, even though I do love opening up a package. But like buying something in the store is just a different vibe. And I'm so happy with this little guy. Please leave name suggestions down below. They're so very cute. He's so soft too. I'm so excited to put him on my shelf. I remember saying earlier that I was gonna go get some more crochet stuff, but we just didn't have time today, so we're gonna go do that tomorrow. And I also couldn't find my crochet hook, but I could find my like skein packaging info because I kind of need that because I only have one crochet hook, so I had to know like what kind of yarn I needed and stuff like that, so I didn't have to buy a new hook. It's this whole thing. Honestly, I've only ever owned one hook and one skein of yarn, so I'm very new to the world of crocheting, but I really enjoy it and it's a fun activity. So I want to buy more stuff to go along with it because I love a good cozy hobby. And I also started Crescent City, as you guys saw. That's not going to be in any like reading vlogs or anything like that, but I am really glad that I started. I think I'm only like 20 pages in so far, so no thoughts, just vibes, honestly, at this point. But I'm really excited to soon be done with the Crescent City series and then just be all caught up with the Massiverse. I think it's now time to do baking night too, though. So let's go.
Crazy. Don't mind this little doodad up on top of my head. I'm letting my dry shampoo sit for a little bit because I feel like whenever I let it sit, it just kind of soaks up the oil more and I can like get longer until my hair wash day, so I don't have to wash my hair as much. I also feel like my hair is extra oily. Maybe not extra oily. Oilier than it was whenever it was longer. Now that it's short, I think it's just because I touch it so much, but anyways. Don't mind that. I figured we could go ahead and chat while I get ready for tonight. I'm very excited. Luke and I are doing one of our favorite holiday traditions. I would say it's our first ever holiday tradition as a couple. We've gone every single year since we started dating. I feel like I've talked about it before. I'm pretty sure I've vlogged it before too, but there's basically like this cute little light show in a town that's pretty close to us. And it's like a walkable light show. Now I will say we do live in Illinois and it gets really cold here, so this is the first time we've been smart enough to go like earlier in December because this is opening weekend and normally we go way later, but I'm kind of glad we're going earlier now because it's not as cold yet. I think the coldest it was today was maybe like 30 or something like that, which honestly isn't that bad for where we live, and the high was like 58, so that is not bad at all. We might not even have to wear coats tonight, which is really nice because sometimes whenever we go it is literally so cold that we have to make it like a really quick trip. I think it was last year where we could only spend like 30 minutes walking around outside because it was just so cold. Yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like this is something that we will just continue doing year after year after year, even if we move, because our parents both live here. So I feel like we could just go if we're visiting them for the holidays too. And I don't know, this is just something that I want to keep doing year after year because I feel like it's just very special. I did film a little bit for you guys this morning. We ended up going to Michael's and they actually had a little sale. So I'm glad I went today. I'll end up showing you guys what I got after we end up getting ready. I will say we also went to Barnes because I was looking for this specific book. I forget what it's called. It's called Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Haro. I was looking throughout my Barnes and I couldn't find it anywhere. That's just a witchy book, which I've been asking for a lot of witchy recommendations from you guys recently, and that was one that just like kept on popping up, so I was gonna add it to my TBR, but of course they didn't have it. I'm obviously very lucky because I know people don't have Barnes's as close. I think mine's like 15-20 minutes away, which is not bad at all, and I go there quite frequently, but I feel like because I go there quite frequently and I'm so used to their selection, I feel like they just don't have as much selection as maybe other Barneses do. I feel like specifically for the genres that I read. I think they have a lot of romance, which is great. But whenever I'm like going to look at the fantasy section, I feel like they just don't have as much selection, unfortunately. But I mean, there are worse problems in life than having less of a selection at Barnes & Noble. So it's fine. Plus I probably wasn't gonna read it right now anyways because I'm trying to focus on my 2024 TBR and I can literally just buy it online anyways. Baking also went really well last night too. I love doing the Christmas cookie decorating. It's just so fun every single year. I used to do it with my siblings, but now I do it with Luke, which is kind of fun. I'm trying to think about what else I did today. I feel like I've literally done nothing else. I've honestly just been chilling on the couch, catching up with a little bit of bookmas and vlogmas. I have just been loving watching all of the vlogmas bookmas content this year. I feel like I love it every single year, so this is nothing new to be honest. Ooh, and I also started Love Island Australia. This is my first season of watching Love Island Australia, but I'm like absolutely loving it so far. I feel like it's really good. I think I'm only on like episode 4, so obviously no spoilers in the comments or anything like that, but I was like addicted to Love Island USA this past year, so I'm really glad I have new Love Island content to watch. We also had breakfast with Luke's family this morning. I'm sorry, I'm talking like way out of order about how my day went, but we did have breakfast with Luke's family this morning. We do that like every other week on Sundays just to make sure we're like making time for his family, and then with my family we do like Wednesday dinners every other week, which is really nice because I feel like sometimes life can just get so busy, so like it's hard to make plans with people unless it's like reoccurring plans, honestly. But Luke's brother Duncan has been reading the first and second book in the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson recently, and we were talking because I want to get into the Cosmere. You guys know that I've been reading Skyward. I really want to start the second book soon, hopefully in the month of December. I need to be so much better about reading series and like finishing series instead of like starting a bunch of new series all at once. So I don't know when this will actually happen. Maybe sometime like earlier in the year, maybe like March or February, depending on how I'm feeling about the series I'm currently reading. But since I want to read more Brandon Sanderson and I actually want to get into the Cosmere and he hasn't read Mistborn yet, we were talking about reading Mistborn together, but I really want the pretty like UK covers. I'll show like the difference, but this is the UK cover. And this is the one that we have in the US. And there's some that we have in the US too that Luke got me, but then I returned because they were like small and I was like, I'm not reading that like straight up. Like I just cannot read that. Like so thankful for the gift obviously, but if it's like this big and then the writing is like literally this big, I just will not read it. But since I didn't get anything at Barnes today, I was like this close to buying those online just on like Waterstones or whatever and just get them like internationally shipped to the US because I think that the UK covers are just so pretty. But I'm really excited to eventually read that and get into the Cosmere. I just like I'm not really ready yet like at this moment just because like I said I have so many fantasy series specifically that I'm in the middle of that I feel like I need to catch up on, because the Cosmere is a lot like the Massiverse where he has a bunch of different series but like they combine into the Cosmere. I don't really know exactly how it combines or anything like that because I haven't read them, but let me know if you guys have like any creators you watch who have read the entire Cosmere or are going through the Cosmere, or if you yourself have read it, if you have any advice on like what order to read it in or anything special about it that I should know before I go into it. All I know is that I'm just so freaking excited. I'm so excited to start a new universe because I've just heard such great things about his writing and I love Skyward so far, so I feel like I'm gonna love all of his other books. Okay, I think I fixed my hair. I literally just took out the clip and then just like shook it. I put so much dry shampoo in it. I feel like it needs so much more now that it's shorter. And I'm kind of thinking about what I want to wear. Luke is wearing khakis and like a nice like half zip sweatshirt. I don't know if I want to wear this because it's gonna get down to like 40 something. I feel like this is too hot. I definitely want to put on jeans and I want to wear like a sweatshirt or a sweater of some kind because I don't want to be like hot or anything like that. I'll probably bring my coat. I don't know if I'll wear it, which is crazy because like years past, like I was saying, it was way too cold. I think I'm gonna wear these jeans. These are my favorite. They literally have like a stretchy waistband. I got these from a thrift store actually in Florida whenever we were going to visit my grandparents. So I'm definitely gonna wear these because they're super comfy, and I'll probably just wear my New Balances and a sweater. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I end up picking out, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my outfit really quick. It's nothing riveting, but I felt like I would show you. I'm wearing the jeans that I was talking about, the ones that I thrifted in Florida. This crew neck, I'm pretty sure is just like a random Hanes crew neck. I actually got this whenever me and my friends were being Alvin and the Chipmunks one year for, I was about to say Christmas, for Halloween, and I was Alvin and I just love wearing it. And then we have this little vest. It's actually from Old Navy, but I also thrifted it. And then New Balance size 7.4s underneath those. I got some cute Christmas socks, which is fun. And we're just gonna hope that I'm gonna be warm enough. I feel like I'll be fine because it's like a little bit under 50 right now and it doesn't take us that long to go through it. So, Luke, are you excited?
Yeah.
Sounded so excited. Luke, are you excited?
Yeah!
Yes! Okay, let's go. Okay, it's the next day. I still have my chair here from whenever I filmed the Read With Me, and I don't know why, but like I kind of love it here. For some reason, I feel like I always forget about my chair because it's always in the other room and I'm always working either at my desk or on the couch, honestly, which I know is not the best habit. But sometimes if I'm doing a lot of work, it's just nice to be on the couch and just be a little bit more comfortable. So I kind of like this here because then I actually like chill in it and read in it and just sit in it and use it more, I feel like. Because for some reason, I feel like I don't really go in my room a lot. I don't know why. Anyway, I went to my parents' house today to pack up the goodies, and I wanted to show you what I put the goodies in. Every year, I feel like we have a different amount that we make for however many people we're giving them to, but I have 3 of these. They're all different colors, and these are bigger ones for more of like our families or just bigger groups of people that we're gonna be giving them to. And I don't know if you can see all this stuff in here, but we have scotcheroos, we have chocolate-covered peanuts, peanut butter blossoms, fudge, snickerdoodle cookies, and chocolate-covered pretzels. So we have 3 different ones of these, and then we have this little size right here. It's got a little snowman, little Santa, and a reindeer on this one. There's like a bunch of different kinds. I got these all at the Dollar Tree and they were super inexpensive. That's kind of how we just do it every single year. So I did that. I'm glad that's done. I'll be honest, normally we don't do this many baking days like all separate. I feel like it kind of just happened that way because we are all so busy this year in my family. But it's just always been one of my favorite holiday traditions, just like baking all together as a family, and I'm really glad that like we're continuing on the tradition even as I get older, and it's really cool to like bring Luke in on the tradition too. I also did want to show you guys this little guy that Brooke actually got for me because Brooke was in town for Thanksgiving, which we did hang out. I just didn't vlog it, and then she's gonna be coming back in town for Christmas too, which I'm really excited about. But she gave me this cute little Harry Potter ornament, which I like absolutely love. We all know I love Harry Potter. Got I think the first 3 books, and then the last book, The Deathly Hallows, and then a little wand. I thought that was so cute and fun. So that one's just been chilling on our tree ever since then. Okay, and then the last thing I have to show you guys is what I got the other day at Michael's. I'll be honest, I was completely shook. They had like buy one get one 50% off of like all yarn skeins, and then they had like just super inexpensive prices for everything else. Honestly, I think the most expensive thing that I ended up getting was this little like jar thing, and it's because my grandma has a sourdough starter and I really want to get into making sourdough bread, and she so graciously said that she wanted to give me some of her starter, so I'm very excited, and I feel like this will just be the perfect little jar to put it in. She has one just like this, so we're gonna be twinning, which is kind of fun, and I don't know why, but like this jar just makes me feel fancy for some odd reason. I think this was like 10 bucks, so that was definitely the most expensive thing that I got. And let me just say, if you want to get into a hobby but like you're afraid of spending too much money, because honestly like hobbies are expensive. Like reading is kind of an expensive hobby. Like books are not cheap, and all 3 of these items that I got were under $10 at Michael's. So highly recommend getting into crocheting if you're looking for a cheaper hobby or just like a cheaper hobby to add on to your other hobbies. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna make out of this, but we'll have to see. I ended up getting these 2 skeins of yarn. This one's a little bit smaller, this one's a little bit bigger, but I got this like sage green color. I think we all know by now that this is my favorite color. Literally, my nails match it almost exactly. And then I got this pretty like purple one. It's like 2 tones, so we have like a darker purple and a lighter purple. And then I ended up getting another crochet hook in the exact same size that I already have, and this yarn goes with the one that I already have, but I have no idea where that is, so I just figured I would get a new one. It was literally $2.50. That is nothing. Luke almost convinced me to get like a variety pack, but I was like, I really don't need that right now. I feel like I don't crochet that much, but the reason why I kind of stopped crocheting is because of the wedding. It got super, super busy, and then we went on our honeymoon, and then things like slowed down for like a week or 2, and then like I start prepping for bookmas. So I'm really excited to just kind of slow down and have a more chill year next year, and hopefully crocheting will be a part of that chill year. Let me know if you guys have any patterns that I should try. I've made like a few different things. I've made like a coffee koozie, some bookmarks, and a headband. I might make a headband out of one of these actually, just to kind of get back into the practice of doing it. So let me know if you guys have any patterns I should try, or any like people who you follow who do patterns that you really, really like, because I really do want to get back into crocheting. Other than all that I just showed you, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here. I cannot believe we have 1 day of bookmas left. I will say I'm really, really excited for tomorrow's video. It has been one that I have been thinking about since last year, and I thought it would just be a fun little twist on the end of your book tag. So that's a little sneaky peek for those of you who not only watch my vlogs, but watch until the very end. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you did watch until the very end, go ahead and comment down below the candle emoji so I know who the real ones are who did watch until the very end. If you want to keep up with me on the daily, go ahead and follow all my socials. They're all right here and they're always linked down below. Especially check out my Goodreads if you're interested in what I'm reading currently, especially because there's not going to be any other reading updates on my channel until the new year, which is still absolutely crazy that tomorrow is like my last video of the year. I don't even know how I feel about that. And yeah, I think that is it for me today. I hope you guys really liked this video. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I love you guys so, so much. And I guess I will see you guys all tomorrow for the last day of Bookmas 2024. Bye guys. Happy holidays.
This camera is not gonna work, Katie.
Okay.
Reese's Pops.
Peanut butter chocolate. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Awkward.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.